I believe that. However, most of the officers that I work with, I don't feel like it's police doctor. I feel like they do their job, and they do whatever. But for every good cop, there's a bad cop as well. There's always a bad apple in the bunch.
Oh, Vanessa, you are preaching to the choir, because Chatham County Police Department is my absolute. There's probably about 25 that way. We're gonna take this time.
Oh, I would disagree. I work closely with a lot of police officers and a lot of sheriff's deputies, and I think, I would reverse it. For every 50 cops, there may be one bad one in the bunch, but I don't think it's a majority of officers here in Savannah, Georgia. And I've worked closely with a lot of officers. Some of them I haven't agreed with, but it hasn't been a common occurrence. Like I said, I've been practicing law in Savannah for 5 years. So I've had 5 years to work with officers on cases and to talk to officers. And I would say out of those 5 years, I've maybe had 3 or 4 cases where I'm like, okay, this doesn't look right.
It definitely ain't about to be on me.
All right, I'm gonna pause it right there before I go back in on Chatham County Police, because if y'all know me, y'all know y'all know how I feel about the police department, and it goes back to the origins. So let me take this time to remind everyone you are listening to WRUULP Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings, community radio with global soul. And I'm going to go ahead and take this moment to put Monisha on blast, because she put me on blast when I was late last time.
First of all, you've been late like 4 times.
So she's just getting here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. I had meetings. Brooke just be sleeping in late.
Hey, I'm a hard-working woman, all right? Life is tough out here.
Is that Monisha?
Yes. Hey, Christina. I'm just getting in.
So I went to elementary school with Monisha. That's how long I've known her, since Garrison Elementary.
Yes. What? Since what? 1st grade, really?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Vanessa, you want to share the news with about your nomination?
Yes, so Monisha nominated me for Urban Savannah's 40 Under 40. So I'm super excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it. I was so honored that she contacted me about it. I really don't. I kind of shy away from the spotlight. So to be honored for something and to be appreciated is always something that makes my heart kind of sing, because the profession that I work in, I'm not always appreciated. Some people don't always say, thank you so much. But when I do hear it, it really does make me feel special and makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So I'm so appreciative of you for nominating me for that.
Thank you for everything that you do for this community.
Thank you.
Yes. It's always good to see people you grow up with like turn into something.
Anything.
Right. But bring me up to speed. What did I miss?
All right, you missed the top half of our outline. Well, we're kind of just skipping around, really.
Okay.
She's been giving a lot of insight. She does a lot with truancy charges, juvenile delinquents, and I thought that was pretty dope. She's really into the youth. We're all about uplifting the youth here.
Mm-hmm.
So jumping back into beautiful Georgia law.
Yes, in the police department.
I'm over there. I'm not even. We don't have that much time left.
I will tell you. I will say that I speak at a lot of different things, and I speak to both kids and adults. And I usually do a Know Your Rights seminar when requested. And I think a lot of negative encounters with the police happen because we as a people, when I say we as a people, I mean African Americans, do not understand our rights. So we do things and we think that those things are correct, and when they don't go our way, or when it's a negative consequence, we're very upset. And naturally so, a lot of people are lay people. They don't understand the law. That's not something that everyone understands. However, I feel like as an African American, you have even more of a responsibility to know the law and to know your rights as a person, so that you're not taken advantage of, and so that people can't just do things to you and you not know. So I tell everybody that I talk to, you're responsible for knowing your rights. You should know it backward and forward. You should know what you can do, what you can't do. Because when I talk to a lot of juveniles, they genuinely don't understand what rights they have.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very confused and ill-informed about what they can do and what they can't do, because no one's ever had that talk with them. And especially with, things that have happened over the last year to African Americans just in the public light, it's even more important for parents to teach their kids about what rights they have, and even parents need to know what rights they have as well.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Because I lost my thought.
Well, on that same notion of knowing your rights, and that's dope. That you say you teach classes when they're requested.
Whenever requested, people call me. I just spoke about 2 weeks ago at the resident school, and I had the best time with the kids. Like, I got to talk to about 4 or 5 classrooms of kids, just about what their rights are. And a lot of them did not know. A lot of them were very ill-informed. They felt, for instance, I asked them, I said, if a police officer approaches you, do you have to talk to them? And a lot of the kids were like, no, I can just walk away. Well, that's not right. That's not lawful. You do have to talk to that officer. You have a right, even as an adult, you have to give that officer your name, your address, if you don't have any identification on you, and your date of birth. And a lot of them didn't know that. And a lot of them didn't know, well, if I give false information, I can be charged with a crime there. I can be charged with obstruction. So knowing those things, I think, puts the tools in a child's hand to say, I do know my rights. And a lot of times that intimidates officers because they're not used to youth, especially African American youth, knowing their rights.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's very important for both parents and children to have that tool in their arsenal when they have encounters with police, because I think that would lead to less negative encounters with police. Because I think a lot of the youth just don't understand. And of course, if I'm a child and I'm approached by an officer, I'm intimidated. So I feel like I have to do things, and there are certain things you do have to do, but there are certain things you don't have to do. You have the right to counsel just like anyone else, and you also have a right to have your parents there if you're questioned about it. So, very important.
Do you ever get a chance to go over to building bridges?
I'm sorry?
Do you ever get a chance to go over to building bridges? I forgot. Talking to
I have not, but I think that would be a very good opportunity to speak to a lot of youth, because we have a lot of youth in juvenile court who attend building bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of our youth, not only do they have charges that stem from their involvement in the community, but a lot of them get charges from school. And I'm seeing things, when I was in school, I probably would have gotten a juvenile court case from me, because a lot of these kids are getting charges for things that,
just being class clowns.
But, it was handled differently. So even more so, you should know your rights, because, times have just changed so much.
Right.
But I think building bridges would be a great place to have to know your rights.
Say no more, fam. Say no more. What else do I have questions about? I don't know, Brooke. This your show.
All right. Well, I just wanted to get back into the law a little. Okay, so in your experience, and I know you do work with a lot of juveniles, so I'm pretty sure. Well, not that I'm pretty sure, because I don't work with you. But have you ever been in a situation where someone you're representing, their case received a lot of media attention locally? It doesn't even have to be like vast media, just something, newspaper, picture, mugshot, on the news, anything, any kind of media attention at all?
Typically, no. And I say that because a lot of the cases in Savannah that get the media attention, those are high-profile felony cases. And 9 times out of 10, the defendant that has a high-profile felony case can't afford to pay a private attorney, so they end up with a public defender here. So typically, I've never had a case that has been, in the public eye. I have been a party to cases, and I can't tell you much more than that, to cases that have been, I've represented some type of person in some legal capacity where there has been a high profile, but that was only one occasion, and my role in that case is great.
I have a question. So you bring up a good point about the public defenders. In your experience, because I am, because I'm on the other side of the room and I keep forgetting you're not on the mic. So can you hear me a little better now?
I can hear a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna say it a little louder. Yeah, boom, pow. So.
Oh, I can hear you.
I brought the phone closer. But, you mentioned the public defenders and a lot of juveniles and their families not being able to afford a private attorney. In your experience, because I don't see this, are the public defenders really beneficial for the juveniles, or is it just, they're working for the courts? Because I've heard that, on numerous occasions that they're still working for the state and they're just going to make you try to plea out and still be a part of the justice system. You still got to get locked up, basically. So in your experience, and you don't have to give no examples if you don't want to, but if you got some, I love them.
Oh, no, I have a few for you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. I'm a private attorney. I can be hired, but if the court appoints a case to me, I take those cases. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to take those cases because that means that someone who really needs help, they can't even afford it.
Right.
So a lot of times when I go to see a client at the jail, I've had a couple of clients say, listen, I can pay you, and as a public defender or if you're representing indigent clients, you are paid by either the state or the county. So you're not supposed to accept funds on behalf of that person if you're appointed to represent that person. So I've had clients say, hey, you were appointed to me, but if it'll take you doing a better job on my case, I can have my mom pay you, or, I can give you this little bit, and I tell them no. And I explain to them, whether you hire me privately or whether I'm appointed to you, you're going to get the same representation. I'm going to treat you with the same level of respect that I treat a person who paid me $5,000 versus you who didn't have to pay me anything, but I'm being compensated in some way. Does everybody practice in that same way? Maybe not, but that's how I practice. Now, in terms of the public defenders being beneficial, they are beneficial because if you can't afford representation, you got to have some kind of representation. They are beneficial because they're very experienced and they do this day in and day out. I think what a lot of issues for parents, especially in juvenile court, because you're dealing with so much child. So just that in and of itself means, this person is really invested in their child's future, and a lot of them really don't understand the law and don't understand why things are done the way that they're done. But if you get a public defender who has, let's say, 200 kids on their caseload, they may not have that time to sit down and give you that extra 20 minutes you need to vent, or to let you, tell them your side of what you think your child should have. They just do their job and they go through it, and they do a good job because I know the public defenders that work in juvenile court and they do a great job. But there are only so many hours in the day, like I said earlier. And when you have a caseload like they have, you may not get everything that you want in terms of, contact with that attorney or them constantly being able to answer your questions. What I offer to a lot of my clients is I'm easily accessible. They can call me, and I know you've done this when you said, if you can't get me, you can text me.
Right.
And I'm usually really quick to respond via text because a lot of times I'm in court. Here in Chatham County, I know it's different probably than some other counties. I've been in juvenile court sometimes till 9, 10 o'clock at night. So if I'm in court all that time, I can't necessarily take your call. But you can text me if you have questions or if you have issues, and I can try to return your call either later on that evening or the next day. But you have some attorneys, they don't work after 5, they don't work after 6, they close. So it just depends on the attorney that you get and how that attorney works.
Yes. Yeah, you're very dedicated. That's very
I take my cases sometimes personal in terms of I really want the best for my clients, whether they be juvenile or adult. I really want the best for them because I look at it as it makes no sense to just constantly incarcerate these people. We don't provide them with the tools to be successful. We're doing a disservice to the community.
mm-hmm.
Because then these people, they go to jail, they get back out. They do the same thing. It's just a cycle.
Right.
What you do, you need to put something in place to help.
Right.
So that's pretty much my view of everything, and that's kind of how I apply it to my cases. Not to say that some people should not be incarcerated. Some people need to be incarcerated. And that's their wake-up call, and that helps them. That may give them the opportunity to get into some programs and get out and be successful. But you have to look at a lot of different avenues. For me, it's not just black and white. You commit this crime, you should go to jail for the rest of your life. What factors contributed to you committing this crime, and especially with juveniles. Kids are going through so much more today than what they went through when I grew up. Even though it's that long ago. So, yeah, they go through a lot. So I can't even imagine they go to high school.
Right.
I wouldn't want to. We had fun in high school.
Right. We really did.
High school was fun for me. In high school, it does not seem fun. We have school shootings where you
Right.
go to school and feel safe. We have bomb threats and drug dogs coming in and
Right.
random checks. It's a lot more going on these days, and I think what is going on is more.
So do you think that the schools are a breeding ground for the juvenile, and I can't say how I want to say it, but is making them accustomed to feeling in prison because they're going through all of these checkpoints. They have to feel this fear and intimidation. Do you feel like, especially in our minority schools, that the schools are not even a pipeline to prison, that they are prison models?
I see a trend lately, and like I said earlier, some of the things that we did as kids, we couldn't get charges for. Now, if you say certain things, you can get charged with terroristic threats.
Yeah.
So the trend has changed, and when trends change, typically laws change, and attitudes change. So I've seen a lot more of bringing kids into the juvenile court system. Well, I don't think it was 100% necessary, but that's not the majority of the cases. The majority of cases that come through juvenile court, there's a huge issue, but there are factors underlying that issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like the kids are in prison when they're in school. Chatham County schools, and I have to go to schools often because I'm a guardian ad litem in a lot of cases in juvenile court and superior court. So I have to go to the schools, I have to meet with the children, I have to meet with their teachers, principals, and things like that. It doesn't seem like a prison to me. However, I don't go there, so I can't speak for the kids. But I appreciate a school that has those extra protections. I get a little bit more concerned when I see a school that doesn't have protections, where I can just walk into the school. I don't have to go through any checkpoints. No one checks my ID. No one asks me why I'm here. But I would see a problem with that because we have to protect these students.
Right. What is? Well, did you? I don't know. Did you ask her about the toughest case?
Not yet, but before we do that, real quick, pay some bills.
I thought you did that already. I thought you did that already. We in the studio, we live, baby, yeah. Y'all don't pay attention to me, my hair. I'm getting it done tomorrow. Shout out to Christina Thomas at Swab House Barbershop. Thanks, Mutasa, for always promoting your workers. I love it. And so she's doing my braids. She's doing lemonade braids for me tomorrow. I'm gonna be good, y'all. We back at it.
Civil legal services for Georgians with low incomes. They can help with issues such as cases related to housing, school discipline, domestic violence, family law, elder abuse, and much more. The Savannah office is located at 6602 Abercorn Street. For more information, visit glsp.org or call 912-651-2180. So we are back on WRUU. With Real Talk. Me, Mo,
and Vanessa.
All right, now before I let you all veer back off, I just wanted to get your opinion on something really quickly. Back on when I asked you about cases high-profile cases that receive media attention, do you think that if these cases go to trial, the juries for those cases should be selected from that same city? I feel personally that no way, because no matter how many questions you ask those jurors, you're ultimately on the honor system. People can make this solid decision to tell a lie and say, no, I know nothing of this, when they were following the case from beginning to end. So what do you feel about instances like that?
So the Constitution basically it gives one of the things the right to trial by the Constitution. Now, that may not always be fully achievable when you're dealing with a very high profile, like I believe a long time ago KCN. I don't even think that happened in my state. So when you have really popular cases like that, it's very difficult to get a jury full of people who've never heard about that case, who haven't, developed an opinion about that case. And courts may transfer those cases, but it's at the court's discretion, and usually the attorneys will file motions for that. However, through the voir dire process, and what that process is where you eliminate certain jurors, you ask them questions to see if that juror would fit well in that jury pool. Some of the questions, and the judges may ask this question as well, if you have a certain bias, it doesn't necessarily disqualify you from sitting on that jury. What they'll ask you is, despite your bias, do you think that you can make a fair ruling in this case? Do you think you can put your thoughts aside and judge this case solely on its narrative? And of course, you're going to get some people who say yes, and they really, they really aren't going to do it. But a lot of times you get people who say, yes, I do have these prior experiences that may relate to this case. However, I do believe that I can be impartial. And at that time, it will be up to the attorneys, depending on the number of strikes they have, to either strike that person from being on the jury, and that's an entire process in and of itself. But just the short answer is I do feel like some of those cases should be transferred if they can be. Like, let's just say, I don't know if you all remember, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, there was a young man who was tased. And he should have been tased. And there was a big controversy about it. And in that instance, in that case, or a case like that, because I think it was, very specific to Chatham County, then yes, maybe you could go to another county like, Effingham or Bullock or somewhere else where they may not have as many people who know about the case as much as here in Chatham County.
Okay, now when it comes to jury selection, what exactly is the screening process there? Because I literally just sat in the courtroom where jurors were asked specifically, does anyone in this jury, do any of you all work for or with the district attorney's office? And somehow an employee of the district attorney's office ended up on that jury. So how extensive is this selection process where you can just say, oh, I conveniently didn't hear that question asked. I'm the only juror who didn't hear that question asked that works for the district attorney's office. That's a little bit too convenient for me.
So Savannah is extremely small.
It is.
Everybody typically knows everybody, and so it can be, I believe, a little bit difficult picking a jury here than say like in a huge city like Atlanta. I can say that doesn't typically happen. And if it does happen, the court can go through procedures to either eliminate that juror. They usually have substitution. So if they find a problem with one juror, they can substitute that juror for someone else. So I haven't seen that happen personally. It can happen, but I don't think it happens, at least in this county, with the number of times that it may happen in other places. It's very rare here. But what you said, it brought me back to the question that Monisha asked before, but I'll let you finish your question.
No, go ahead.
Well, it was unrelated to the jury selection. Basically, she was saying something about how people feel like the defense is working with the state.
Oh, yeah.
And I represent a lot of indigent defendants. And I have even been accused, like, well, I don't want you as my lawyer because you work for the state. You work with the state. And I'm like, I don't know any of those people. I don't know them. I don't even talk to them like that. But they have these impressions for a reason. I mean, I had one defendant who was very angry. He wasn't my client, but he came to me and he said, hey, can you represent me because I don't trust my lawyer? And basically he said he didn't trust his lawyer because he saw his lawyer and the district attorney laughing. But that's never a good look for a defendant. I mean, if you were representing me and I see you laughing with the person who essentially wants to charge you with this crime that I didn't do, of course I'm not going to trust you. So a lot of clients that I've had, they feel that way, and they just don't trust anyone. And, especially if you're a person who has been wrongly charged and, you've been mistreated by officers, and you just don't feel like you're being heard, then naturally you're going to feel like, you're not working for me. Your goal is to just get me to plead so that you can get me out of your hair. So that's something that I've experienced personally with, with people at the jail, or just clients that I have, saying, well, do you work with the state? Do you work for the state? Are you for the state? And I usually explain to them, I'm for you. If you have an attorney, I represent you. What you tell me goes. If you say you didn't do it, okay, let's figure out how to get ourselves out of this pickle. And that's how it's supposed to be. So a lot of clients that have that view may not necessarily be justified in that view, but because of their experiences, that's the view they have, and you have to be compassionate to that because you don't know what they've been through.
Right.
That's true. And then ultimately, when you select a lawyer, it's almost like selecting a surgeon. You're trusting them with your life. So I can understand where that backlash will come from, and you see joking around with the prosecution, and it's like, what? I'm trusting this person with my life? They're a little too comfortable for me. I get it.
And
but at the
the defense attorneys, and I work with defense attorneys, very nice people. When I first came to practice here, I had attorneys reach out to me, no reason at all. They didn't know me, but they were willing to help me and to teach me and to show me how to do. So we have a really good rapport here, I think, in this county versus in maybe other counties. I know attorneys I can call now if I need help. I can say, hey, have you ever dealt with this issue? Can you help me? They'll help you. They would help me. So it's just a smaller community. You may have that where, a defense attorney and a prosecution or ADA could be framed out, in the public eye. But, you have to keep that level of professionalism, especially when you're dealing with clients.
Absolutely. Well, we are running low on time. I wanted to thank you. I told you.
It goes by
so
fast.
fast. I did want to thank you again for being on here with us. Thank you for all the insight you gave to us this evening. Thank you for everything you do in the community. And I just want to give you I want to give you the opportunity to, let everyone know how they can reach you. We aren't allowed to mention any prices or anything on there, but you can let them know how they can get in touch with you if anyone is ever in need of your services.
Well, thank you for that opportunity. I run the Lotson Law Group here in Savannah, Georgia. I'm Van'nessa Lotson. If you have a personal injury case, if you have a criminal case, or if you have a case where your child has been arrested or a defense case, feel free to call me. You can reach me at 912-655-7230, or you can call my office at 912-721-8787. If you can't get me at the 655 number, you can text that number, and I guarantee a response within 24 hours.
Excellent. Thank you once again, Van'nessa, for being with us this evening.
Thank you, Van'nessa.
Thank you for having me.
And you are listening to WRUULP, Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM, WRUU.org. We are
Don't hang
Savannah
up, Vanessa.
Soundings, community radio with Global Soul. That was your Real Talk session for the week. We'll see you next week, Friday at 9.
Peace out.